Guys, let's get to it. August 29th to Saturday, Hell's Kitchen Lounge in Newark, New Jersey, 150 Lafayette Street. DJ Luna and myself, the resident DJs of the This Is Happening podcast network, will be having an event called Who Loves the 90s. It'll be a Doctor Who themed party with 90s music, mostly 90s music, with Time Lords. You never know where the music's going to take us. 1 minute we're playing 1995, and who knows, we might go to 2002, 2015, 1979, we don't know. All we know is that we're going to play some music, you're going to dance, you're going to drink, you're going to love it. It's no cover. One more time, Who Loves the 90s, Saturday night, August 29th, Hell's Kitchen Lounge, Newark, New Jersey, 150 Lafayette Street. Music starts at 10 o'clock. You can show up early, get some dinner, get some lunch, or whatever you want. But just know the party's from 10 to 3, well, 2:45. 3 o'clock, we gotta kick everyone out. But, good times. Come on out. Now, what you're about to listen is part of what we call the This Is Happening interview series, where it's just the interviews. It's literally just that. Just interviews. If you want the full podcast where it involves the chicanery, the skits, the bits, the comedy involving the host, visit www.thisishappeningpodcast.com. Listen to us, do the whole thing. Alright, so one more time for the full show, www.thisishappeningpodcast.com. Enjoy the show.
And on the line we have Hot Rod Heather. This young lady is an alternative fitness model. She does all these sports runs. And what else is there to tell us about yourself, Heather?
Where do you start? I guess that's a lot of it. Otherwise, I guess it would be being an animal rescue advocate, foster mom. But really, it all started out with the fitness thing, coming out of a hole myself, basically, to try to inspire other people to just lead positive lives and be good examples for others.
Yeah, that's cool. Quickly before, we don't know about our listeners having ADD or not. What's your Instagram, your Twitter, your Facebook, your MySpace? You have the Snapchat. Let's knock it out.
Facebook, well, it'd be Hot Rod Heather, but it's after Facebook.com, the / Hot Rod Coach Hot Rod Heather, actually. And Instagram's hot_rod_Heather.
Do you have the Twitters?
Nope, I do not have a Twitters. Do I need a Twitters? You guys keep me busy enough.
Yeah, I say it's good to have one. It's good for networking and just pretty much pouring yourself out. That's what pretty much use Twitter for. Just pour yourself out at 140 characters or less. So
I don't know if I could do 140 characters. Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, you can just I just did a push up and send a picture of you posing with your arms push up. And then do hashtag push-ups.
Of course. Hashtag push-up.
Hashtag push-ups, that's our thing. So we just finished doing this whole Battle Frog thing. We did the run, 5 miles of torture, and then, how are you feeling throughout this entire run?
Hey, well, you did amazing, so I don't want to hear it. Battle Frog's been a really important thing in my life since I got involved as a field rep for them. I think what people that aren't involved in obstacle course racing don't understand is that it's much more than a race. It's about pushing yourself, it's doing things you never thought you would do, whether it's climbing a wall, just trudging through mud that was up to your chin, that was pretty disgusting. But it's the teamwork, it's everyone pushing each other to get involved. It was the first mud run I did actually was very emotional. And that was why. It was coming from a place where, I lost almost 100 pounds and couldn't run upstairs, being able to, conquer walls and climb hills and climb ropes. It's just an amazing feeling that I think people don't get all the things you can get from it. The teamwork, the just feeling so good about accomplishing things. And I think it mirrors life in other ways. When you're struggling with one thing, just overcoming these obstacles, it's almost mentally you can put it together that there's nothing that can stop you in life. And that's the way you should be. Whether it comes to daily life, to work, to relationships with, loved ones, with friends, with a partner. It's just, there's so much that people don't view positively and think they can't conquer. It's just, it comes down to that. It's being able to push yourself, whether it's physically, mentally, both, and do things that you never expected to. And that goes on to other parts of your life.
Yeah, I hear you. Was the first one you did, was that the one in Florida?
Actually, the first one was about a year ago. I actually did the ladies run, the Mozzarella, with a few ladies that I worked out with, and it was amazing. And yeah, I went down to do the Florida Battle Frog at the beginning of this year, kind of as a warm up, and it was hot from being cold up here. But I went down there. I did that by myself and made a bunch of friends along the route, and had a great time and really just learned kind of what I wanted to train for, what I wanted to be ready for the next race too.
Yeah, I mean, that was a busy weekend though, because in addition to the Battle Frog, you also had like photo shoots that weekend. Who did you shoot for?
I was lost on that one. What was the shoot?
No, I'm asking like who were you shooting for? Because you had a photo shoot that same weekend as the Battle Frog in Florida, so that was like a really busy weekend for you.
Oh yeah. Well, it's what it's come down to. I think my life has been just getting in as much work and as much fun as I can. That's kind of how it goes. So I had met someone that was actually teaches at one of the universities down there who wanted to have a shoot with me. So we ended up doing that and having a great time. I got some great images out of that, and it's a lot of networking, meeting new people, and I think it's leaving that impact, making sure somebody smiles wherever you leave, and getting in as much as you can, because there's just so many things that are bigger than us and important. I also had a friend down there that's been battling cancer, so that was actually the main reason I went. And I spent time with her. We got to spend some time and to reflect, and that's what matters. People matter, and a lot more people need to realize that.
Yeah, that's actually the main point. Even though this podcast is a lot of buffoonery and this is buffoonery and Rule 34, but that's the message we always try to give people, is that life is about good times, the good people, experiences both good and bad, and just how do you say, just appreciate everything we got. Appreciate your friends, appreciate your family, have good times, appreciate those good times, even appreciate bad times, because you know what, you can't appreciate the good without the bad. So that's what this podcast
and you have
about.
To.
Yeah.
And it should be. That's what it's supposed to do. We're supposed to laugh and, have a great time. And there's going to be down times, but those good times are what will push us through. Is that this whole thing for me was just the biggest life change. I came out of a bad situation. I was depressed. I was anxiety ridden. I was 100 pounds overweight. And, when I found fitness and all these other silly things I've been doing, it's a way of making me whole. It completed me. I always knew that fostering dogs and helping animals in rescue was just such a part of who I was. But, I think helping people for me turned out to be that last part. Because we have to figure out what we're meant to do. And it's not an easy road. I am, working my rear end off, but I'm making sure I'm having a great time. I didn't think I'd be changing, what I was doing and getting into personal training and motivation. But that's what matters in life. It's finding what you love to do, surrounding yourself with people that you love, and, the kookiness along the way, like, the cosplay, everything that's been happening. I always joke that Wonder Woman was a natural, and one of the coolest things I can, hear is when I'm out and, doing my Wonder Woman thing and someone, tells me that I am, a real Wonder Woman. Like, what better compliment can you get than that? And I'm not perfect, but, that's what we do. We do the best every day to enjoy it. It's going to be fun and sometimes ridiculous, but that's the only way to live.
Yeah, I remember when you did the Wonder Woman cosplay at the Sexy Nerds party, #SexyNerds. A couple of the female I guess you call them customers, right? Like the girls who go out dancing and stuff. Yeah, the females who go out and, a few of them, their eyes just like dropped when they saw you, and you're like immediately they're just like, holy crap, this is Wonder Woman's here. I remember seeing that.
Yeah, well, that was Sexy Nerds was the first unleash of Wonder Woman, and it all tumbled from there. But it's one of so scary, but it's all about just smiling and being warm to everybody, because that's what we have to do. We lift each other up, we make each other smile, and care about each other for who we are, no matter how weird we are.
Yeah, we gotta embrace our weirdness. Yeah, it's funny because I guess I'll use the word inspired. You kind of inspired me to do some running, even though everyone knows I hate cardio. I hate it. It's like the bane of my existence. Yet, we've done two
Cardio!
hashtag cardio sucks, but we gotta do it. But we did the what's it called, the Cupid's Undie Fun Run for some charity.
Yep.
I was too drunk to remember the name of the charity. Google it, people. Cupid's Undie Fun Run. Donate to charity. Run in your underwear for charity.
Yeah, that was for NKF, which is a horrible children's disease. But yeah, we ended up running along the West Side Highway in New York City in our underwear in the
February.
snow and freezing weather. But which was pretty ridiculous, and stopping traffic, and I'm sure people had no idea what was going on, but it was another great day. And that's why I encourage, people to do things for nonprofits and to raise money for people that can't, because, we have these chances. I did it in the gym yesterday. Yesterday I was tired. I, had a long day. I didn't want to go to the gym. You know what? I walk into the gym. There's a gentleman stretching on the floor with his wheelchair next to him who, had two prosthetics to be grateful for, that we can't complain about, little things. We shouldn't. We always pen in our heads, but we're very, very blessed for all the things we have. And, this is one life. You make the best out of every day.
Exactly. So once again, that's kind of like the point of this podcast, where we kind of chronicle how to make the best of every week, every day, all the free time you have, man. Don't let your job define you. Make your free time count. Yeah.
No, absolutely.
Yeah, so shout out to Fireball for helping me out with that Cupid's Undie Fun Run. Fireball by Doc McGillicuddy's. They're actually a sponsor of our first guest, Neil Jones. So, so we're,
a little bit of warmth in the cold.
Yeah, so Fireball, you helped me out. Doc McGillicuddy's, you guys are doing God's work.
But, I'm still down with rock and roll. That's a whole nother part, but let's be who we are.
Yeah, I hear that. Yeah, and then, this Battle Frog, holy crap. Like, I'm gonna blame my not paying attention to school. How long was it? Like 9 kilometers or something?
Well, it was an 8K, yeah. 8K. Which was a little over 5 miles.
Yeah, I had no idea it was 5 miles until one of our partners, Joseph, told me, like, a few days before. I was only prepared for, like, a few blocks, I was prepared for, like, half a mile run. And then, a few days beforehand, Joseph tells me it's 5 miles, and I just, I hit the panic button.
But you did amazing. And I told you, there were spots, even at the end when I was tired, remember? You had to give me that whole big butt shove over that inclined wall. I'm pretty sure you just threw me over that wall.
Pretty much. I just military pressed you over this wall.
Yeah, and, like I said, I remember, both of you boys at times were, basically a human step stool for me when I needed help. And that's the point, you help each other, you get through it.
Yeah, I just remember when I was feeling heated or upset, I just kept yelling, I paid for this! Like, all sarcastic and angry.
I paid for this.
Like, and I remember when we were carrying jugs of water. And, I think that was the point where I kind of started snapping. I'm just, like, angry at the world, and I started, like, marching ahead. And then I'm like, wait, I promised, I was the one who was like, hey, we should all finish together. So I stop, I turn around to look for you guys, and, this might get me banned from future mud runs, but two girls walked by me covered in mud, and man, they were dressed, Oh man, so I completely forgot about you guys, and I just walked behind those girls for about half a mile as they're covered in mud, and I was enjoying that view, and I just kept saying to myself,
So that's actually where you went. You ditched us for some booty.
pretty much, and that entire half mile, I just kept saying to myself, I paid for this. I paid for this.
Well, these just a few.
Let me enjoy the view. Let me enjoy this, like was it half a mile, quarter of a mile view while I suffer head to toe in mud. But you know what? When it was over, like I was immediately thinking like I could go again. I could do this again. How are you feeling at the end?
Yeah, same way. I mean, it was just, incredibly involved that really wouldn't have done it before. And, that's just a great feeling to watch everybody be excited and celebrate. We were beat up.
Some of us might have been hungover.
Just such incredible. Yeah. Yeah, we had a big birthday the night before we couldn't miss.
That's what I completely forgot.
But, it was. Okay. It was just incredible.
So have you officially, I don't want to name drop, but you're officially a sanctuary model, right?
Oh, I lost you there.
Are you officially like a model for sanctuary?
Yeah, I am a sanctuary official model. One of 2 officials in the state of New Jersey, and we've got just a ton going on. And, it's a Gothic alternative magazine. So I get to be a little more free with what I do. I was doing a lot more pinup before, things like that, but creating lots of amazing original art. It's exclusive images every month, so there'll be details on that. And it's pretty crazy. But, the whole modeling thing really started, to propel my mission, my voice. And it's really, I just want to inspire other people that they can be who they are and do what they want and put that art out, push yourself, do it, just come up with what you need to do. And I think one of the things that everyone's always told me since I got involved with modeling is that my confidence comes across. And for me, that's been a huge part. So I think before I doubted myself so much, like so many people do, and becoming confident in yourself and how you carry yourself is just an amazing feeling. From being down a hole to being proud of who you are and being comfortable with who you are. And that's what I want for everyone. And that's why, I'm embarking on, personal training becoming my full-time job, because I want to help other people find that. I want to help them be strong. I mean, even recently, the friend I've been working with who's down 20 pounds, in the little over 2 months we've been working out together. I watch her now when we're out and, wearing nicer clothes with a huge smile on her face and a glow that she didn't have before. When it's someone that doesn't want to get out of bed, that is miserable about their life every day, just pushing themselves to better themselves. It's really what it is, to be happier. And fitness, for me, isn't about just lifting weights or, making gains or losing weight. It's about taking control of your life. And you have that there to push yourself to do things you didn't think you could do, to be happy, to be comfortable in your own skin. And how many people need that? And I want to help people do that.
Yeah, and I think we show your progress, and various people that you work with show their progress. I think that will inspire people. And it's much easier to do it nowadays than it has been in the past. Like I said, we got the Instagram, which is hot_Rod_Heather. Look her up, see her pictures.
Yeah, and there's a bunch of scary before and after pictures. The old me versus what I like to say is the new Heather.
I think that helps. That helps with the credibility. Like if you look like look the way you look now, they're like, this chick doesn't know the struggle. But if you see like the before and after photos, I think that really helps people out. And then maybe add in a few videos of you like doing some moves. I think that'll also help expand the brand.
Yeah, and I do have to do more videos, but it is, I want people to see that, the before and after, because I'm mortified as I am to look, it wasn't me, and I came out of that shell, and I'm still a work in progress. Everyone is. I'm not perfect. But, it's just been such an amazing life change that I couldn't have thanked my, friends and family for being supportive of either. Keep those good people in your life. Keep positive people in your life. That's the most important, the easiest, even though it doesn't sound easy, thing I tell people. Cut the negativity out. If someone's going to be negative and not help you be the best you can be and be happy, they shouldn't be around. It's hard sometimes, but that's it. Surround yourself with positive people that you're going to make this journey a good one. It's one life. That's it. And that's what I always tell people. Before you know it, it's going to be gone.
Yeah, we're going to be in our rocking chairs, listening to this podcast, remembering us talk about good times.
Yeah, laughing about Battle Frog.
Yep, and we're going to have to do a follow-up after Wipeout.
Yes, we are, because I am definitely falling off those big balls. I'm telling you right now, if anybody's seen the show, I can just hear it coming. I may be fitter now, but my coordination's still a little bit off.
Yeah, I moved my workout routine to be more balance oriented. So it's like more like one-legged squats and one-legged, like jumping steps and things like that. So I'm trying not to fall, but it's gonna happen.
We are definitely going to do that.
Because we know I like being in the water. What was the tough one we did with the ropes? The rope across the lake.
The rope traverse, yeah, that was actually, I can't even tell you what was that, 50, 75 feet you had to crawl the rope across the lake, and it just kept going in, so yeah, it was tough.
Yeah, the farther you went, like the heavier the rope got. I guess it's just gravity working against you, and I was 1 foot away from the goal, and I just asked the guy, I was like, listen, I could do this, but I want to jump in the water. Is it cool if I jump in the water? And he let me, so I was able to get off of that one.
Is that to wipe some of the mud off?
Yeah, that's exactly why I'm in the water. I was like, I need to wipe some of this. I kept, every time I saw water, I had to touch.
Then I found the spigot, so yeah, I cleaned everything out in the spigot. That was probably not one of the shining moments of my life, but reminder, shorts were not my best decision for that event.
Yeah. I'm gonna have to shout out Paragon Fitwear. The next Battle Frog, I am gonna be wearing one of their pants to make sure that I don't have to worry about that problem again. So, shout out to Paragon Fitwear. Google them, people.
Good, Paragon. Let's keep the mud out of our secret places.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I think I still have some of the Urban Run. So I think that's like the day after Wipeout in Hoboken.
I know. We were talking about that too, but that's what I joked. There's no mud in that one. But I think we get to slide across cop cars and things, which is fun, right?
Yeah, I think that's the biggest selling point. Like, they're gonna have if they have a cameraman there and it's you jumping over the cop cars, that has to be like the big selling point because everybody and it's our asses. We're trying to be cool versus trying to be practical.
No, absolutely, yeah. And that'll be the moment that that I bust my ass too. That's the way it works. But it's okay. All in the name of the fun. As long as you're laughing and smiling, we're good to go.
Yeah, good times. Yeah, because I remember Big E was afraid of the slide at the beginning of the Battle Frog.
Yes, he was.
I don't know if he knows this, but there's like a 4-story version of it at Wipeout.
Oh, yeah, we for a big slide. Yeah, but he did amazing at that, and he was exhilarated at the time he got to the bottom. I remember we had a big chest bump at the bottom,
yeah.
And I think Wipeout's going to be just great, and a little less muddy.
It's going to be good out of bubble. It's going to be good times. So yeah, we're definitely going to do a follow up episode after that one.
No, absolutely.
I don't think this is going to air in time for the Philadelphia thing you got going on. Do you know if you have any other upcoming events and things to plug real quick?
Yeah, well, if it's not going to air, well, just in case, yeah, Philadelphia, I'll be doing an event there with Pinups for Pitbulls. We'll be doing a lot more. And it's just another way that we can, for pitbull type dogs that are discriminated against. And, I firmly believe that dogs, are unique individuals and breed doesn't matter, and they shouldn't be judged that way. And, you know, I do have a soft spot for big mush heads. But, yeah, no, I think that's the big event right now that we're for.
All right, so just look them up on Instagram. It's Pinups for Pitbulls Inc. INC. At, once again, one more time, at Pinup for Pitbulls INC. Look them up on Instagram. A lot of ladies that you can enjoy their photos. And
Yeah, what's better than some lovely ladies and some adorable...
You know, I guess they do have that reputation, but I shouldn't be, I don't even know if I should be mentioning this, but I have a really bad habit, and this is to prove that the, what do you call it? The stigma of pit bulls is false. Because I do have a bad habit of when I am a few pitchers or a few pints in, I have a bad habit when I see pit bulls, I just start wrestling them. And so far, I'm still alive, and they never, attack me. They just think they're playing, but in my head, you know, I'm a little drunk. I'm like, I got you, pit bull.
So far, you're good. Yeah, I told you. The only... that's your big moment. Yeah, love it, I'm sure.
Don't do this, people. I'm not advocating it. But if you do it, I like to like say things like, you know, when I have the dog in a headlock and he's loving it, he's wagging his tail. I'm like, who's a good doggy? Who's a good doggy? Can you escape this? And, you know, they're having a great time. Good times. Unlike
yeah, you just want to put them in a headlock and show off your guns.
Pretty much. And, you know, but they're having a good time because they're very muscular. Muscular beings.
Yep, some of them. So. But yeah, it's gonna be a fun event, and the mission is something, you know, I'm happy to be a part of. It just, you know, goes along with everything else I'm doing and believe it, and that's what you've got to do, you know, push for things you believe in.
All right, guys. So if you want to follow more of Hot Rod Heather, please follow her on the Facebook. Look up Coach Hot Rod Heather, or just search Hot Rod Heather. It's not that hard, people. Or on the Instagram. Hot _Rod
_ Heather, and there's lots of, you know, pictures of me in my underwear too, which is kind of mortifying, but I'm getting used to it. Getting used to it.
So if you want to see this lady in her underwear, which I know you pervs do, just follow her. You know, hit like on all the photos. You know, follow the causes. If not, start your own causes, or you know, just join a cause, people.
That's right.
So before I let you go, Heather, do you have any last parting words?
Any parting words? No, just, you know, to reinforce what I believe. And, you know, there's a few things that I think are important. And it's, you know, love, positivity, and rock and roll. You know, it's about finding your fierce, kids. Be yourself and be your best.
That should be a t-shirt. Say that again. What is it? Positivity, love, rock and roll?
It's love, positivity, rock and roll.
If that's not a t-shirt.
That's the way I like to think of it.
If that's not a t-shirt, you should make that your official t-shirt.
I know. Hashtag Find Your Fierce was becoming the logo.
Find Your Fierce. I like that. That's definitely a t-shirt. All right. We're making it happen. This is happening. We're making this t-shirt. People.
This is happening.
This is happening. And we're going to take a quick commercial break.